Really quick before we jump into the content, make sure to check out this video. This is about the biggest crypto competition ever in the history of cryptocurrency space. They're giving away Cybertrucks, Lamborghini, gold secure currency, which is backed up by gold, and a lot of cash during the next few months. The competition is starting very soon and everybody can participate and earn money. Everybody has equal chances, so I don't want you to miss it. Just make sure to check out the link. And now, enjoy the content. I know, you're bearish, you're negative and everything, I understand that, but if you are tethered out or you're in the fiat, you're not anymore into the crypto right now, at least currently, good for you. If you didn't do that, if you're new and you have no idea why this is happening, I want to tell you first, don't worry. Second, I'm going to tell you why. And now, let's begin. So ladies and gentlemen, in the previous videos, we discussed about this drop, we discussed about this drop, we predicted many of them from patterns. It's nothing unusual, this stuff are happening, and I'm going to explain you what happened right now, why so many people are bearish. And there are few videos ago where we discussed about such a big bearishness in the crypto space and the people were still bullish, right? The people were saying we're going to rebound, we're going to come back and we're going to the 100,000. I understand that, and that may happen and probably will happen in the longer term, but right now that's not the case. As long as people are bullish, as long as people are very positive towards this negative market right now, I mean on the price, well, we're not going to see bigger prices. Why? Well, you need to shake out weaker hands. We rallied over here from approximately $10,000 to $60,000, ladies and gentlemen. You have to see those hands shaken out. Those are new people, probably you are the new one, and if you are still holding, well, we have good news for you today. Even so, we need to go through the sea of the bearish ones to see where this is going, and I'm going to explain you very carefully what you should do and what you should expect. So first thing first, let's go to the news, then we can jump onto the charts so we can get some conclusion at the end with those two. First, let's jump onto the fear and greed index. Well, you can see that we are on 23 level. Amazing how low we went, and we are still there. Last month it was even 12 over here, doubled as much as today. So amazing how extreme fear went from 97 over here, from extreme greed to extreme fear. So you see where this is going. Let's check another chart. One more chart, and one of the most important one, I must say. Bitcoin search term on Google Trends is starting to slowly going down. So you can see that the 100 level was in 2017. Right now we didn't even reach 75, which means we still have a much more place to go to the upside, but right now we are in correction when it comes to this chart. Let's see what's going on in the past 12 months, and you can see over here big crash since May 16th, and we're still dropping when it comes to popularity of the Bitcoin on the Google search term. So many people are not googling Bitcoin search term anymore. Why? Well, you can see where the price went, so everything is going down from crypto fear and greed index to the Google Trends. And now I'm about to show you a lot of negative news, and we're going to go through that. Why is that good? Okay, so switching to the first one, Nvidia GPU prices in China fall amid crypto mining crackdown. Well, we all know what China is doing. They are cracking down, they are letting them doing it, they are cracking down, they are letting them doing it. So constantly they are manipulating with the market, maybe intentionally, maybe unintentionally, we don't know that. It's pretty much totally other system in the China. You can see that the miners are getting erected, let's say like that, and also probably traders, holders, and everybody who are involved in crypto space, especially Bitcoiners and Bitcoin miners. The best and most interesting chart about that you can see is on total hash rate over here. They are probably cracking down a lot of miners, or even maybe many miners are turning off machines because maybe Bitcoin is not so profitable right now to actually mine. So right now some of them are maybe shutting down the machines, and some of them are getting cracked down in China, and we all know that the China is holding the bigger part of the mining hash rate over here for the Bitcoin, and since they are shutting them down, arresting them or whatever, we're seeing the crash on the chart. Pretty simple. So you can see every single chart is going down, and now let's dive into the news that are more bearish. So we're going from the worst news, and I'm going to show you only one good news at the end that is going to diminish every single one of them. And I'm about to explain you also why. We have argument for every single word that we're saying here. The next one is the bank TSB set to bar 5.4 million customers from buying crypto. They will soon ban its over 5.4 million customers from buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Now you're thinking, wow, we are going down, the crypto is going down, especially if you're new, you're probably panicking right now, but don't panic, okay? Everything is fine. Let's go into the next one. Crypto is the most dangerous investment, Bank of Russia governor says. Well, we heard them many times. If you follow the previous videos that we covered, Russia was almost in every single one of them. So you can see right now that they are the same thing, announcing, especially now in the crash, okay? Because if it's crash, they have even better reason to come out and say what they said, right? The central bank never gives investment advice, but in the particular case, the bank definitely does not recommend it. I mean, look at this. Let's switch to the even more bearish one. Banks fall in line as China's central bank cracks down on crypto accounts. I mean, look at this. AG Bank, the world's third largest bank by assets, has indicated it will follow the PBOC's QN work to stamp out its client crypto related activities, which is also connected with this news, okay? So they're working together right now. Let's go to even worse news. Iran government reportedly bans local blockchain association. Amazing. And now let's switch to a little bit bullish news, and I'm about to explain you also why. Even Elon Musk can save Dogecoin from crashing another 60%, analyst asserts. Well, at some point we saw a lot of pump from Elon Musk's side, but okay, tell me right now why this guy cannot save crypto space, why he cannot push Dogecoin or Bitcoin or whatever to the upside when he could do it so many months. Well, I'm about to explain you that, and I think I explained you this many times. Market doesn't care, ladies and gentlemen. If the market is in the bullish trend, for example, in this case scenario over here, you can see the biggest wave in the crypto, in the Bitcoin run over here, sorry. Well, there is no bad news that can actually crash this, okay? Because it's bull trend, nobody cares about the bad news, everybody are buying. Doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin, if it's some shitcoin, if it's a Dogecoin in this case scenario, right? Well, Elon Musk cannot save Dogecoin right now. Let's go to the Dogecoin and see what is happening. Well, you can see the big crash. Let's measure the crash, and the measure is 70%, even more, 71. Well, you can see that the market doesn't care what Elon Musk says, what I'm telling you, what anybody else are telling you. Markets do not own you anything. Remember that. You need to be careful. Do not listen to other people. Do not listen to Elon Musk. Listen your own technical analysis and learn your own technical analysis in order to be profitable. I'm about to explain you more interesting things over here. Now let's go to the one bullish news. MicroStrategy expands company's Bitcoin holdings with $489 million purchase. MicroStrategy has announced an additional Bitcoin purchase to the tune of almost $500,000, and you can see 1 hour ago. I mean, please just look at this. Look at this, okay? Don't listen what they say. Do what they are doing. Okay, so why MicroStrategy didn't buy on $60,000? Why they didn't buy on 50? Maybe probably they did, but look what they are doing now. Their dollar cost averaging on approximately, let's see, $33,000. As you can see, MicroStrategy owns approximately on average $26,000 Bitcoin. Why they shouldn't buy on 30 right now? They are not going to buy on 60. Maybe when it comes to the 100 and crash to the 60 to retest some levels, they will rebuy and they will let it go again. So wait a second. You have so many big bad news over here, banks and everything. Elon Musk even doesn't manage to push the price to the upside with his tweets and everything. But the MicroStrategy is still buying. I mean, why? Well, they're not stupid. They know what this is. This is just a little correction. Okay, I must admit, it's not a little correction. It's the correction that we were needed actually to see before we see any sort of a pump whatsoever. And I told you in the previous video about the price and the crypto space in general. As long you are seeing the bullish people, as long as you are seeing the bullish comments on the social media, and they are not worried or anything, be sure that the price will most likely crash even further until you see desperation and crying about the price and giving up from the price, then you're going to see the return of the bulls. And one of the reasons for that is because we have them over here. Okay, we have them. They started to buy. They started to buy Bitcoin, and more of them are most probably buying. They're just not bragging right now, or at least are not maybe giving those informations into the public right now. So that's the whole point, ladies and gentlemen. Do and listen what they are doing, not what they're saying. It's very, very important, and it could help you to actually make profits in such a market. So if you're in minus over here, I wouldn't be worried too much, because sooner or later you will see Bitcoin returning to its path towards $100,000 most probably. Now, when it comes to the price, let's see where the price is and what could and should we expect. So what I told you in the previous analysis on the Bitcoin chart over here, I told you about this moving average that we would need to actually break on this candle. So that was previous week. This is the weekly chart. We can even switch to the daily to see which day we made the video. I think it was here, 14 June we did a video. Make sure to check it out. We were needed to break actually this area, and at the same time we would break 20 weekly exponential moving average, which could and should have set us for the new rally to the upside, but that didn't happen. As you can see, it was declined. Somewhere approximately over here is 20 weekly exponential moving average, and actually this was, as Alessio said, kiss of death, and it just pushes to the downside. Okay, which means the price is still not ready to actually break those important level of resistances to see higher prices. I told you the reasons. The people are still bullish, and we're going to see most probably more dump if the people are still believing into the Bitcoin, at least that masses, that majority that are not understanding how and why the price is doing certain things. Well, they are most probably going to regret, and they're going to, when the price turns around to go to the upside, they are going to panic in on the highs. Now the point is, with all this, I'm going to show you where we are actually in a bigger picture. We can even switch to the weekly, and let's count the waves. Well, what you can see, this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, this is the fourth one. Let's say it's done, and then you have the fifth one. Most probably fifth wave could bring us to the $100,000 very easily before we see bigger ABC correction to the downside. But nevertheless, we're not going to discuss about correction right now. We're going to discuss about what's the next thing that could potentially happen over here around this area. So yes, we're most probably going to see the fifth wave, and I want to connect fifth wave with one story. Yesterday at my work, I got the co-worker that asked me about the Bitcoin. One of the reasons why I'm discussing you about this in this particular part and area about wave 5 and this story is because the wave 5 is the pretty much last breath rally, let's say, of the bulls desperation rally, when the price starts moving again, and those people who are not believing into this whole thing over here, for example, let's put it like that, they're going to start putting the money on the top, which means that they heard from the TV, as in this case scenario of my co-worker. It was woman who has no clue what the Bitcoin is, so I gave her the advice to actually get to know what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrencies are, to actually understand, and then decide if she wants to invest in this, because it is volatile and it is risky, and I also recommend you to do that. You also not to be surprised. Okay, so this fifth wave over here is the sucker rally. Usually it's called sucker rally, as I explained you. And those people, as you can see, they're asking questions now when it's too late, when everything is coming to an end on some sort of a way, at least that circle, that whole structure over here that should have break after wave 5. Well, they are going to be pushed into the rally, maybe be shortly over here. They're going to still hold, and they're going to see the crash to the downside. So yeah, that's the stuff that I want to tell you, that most probably this is confirmed that we are coming to a near, let's say, end of the wave 4. Of course, we could jump to the $20,000. This is the red line, but it's less likely. I don't think that will happen. It's possible, it's definitely possible that we may even flash crash over here and just bounce back immediately. So who is lucky is gonna catch $20,000 Bitcoin, who is not will not. but that's the case, ladies and gentlemen. You could potentially see $20,000 maybe flash crash. If you ask me, my educated guess, I don't think we're going to visit $20,000 right now. It's possible, as I told you, but it's less likely. Okay, we may consolidating around this area a little bit more and then push to the upside. Now, the thing that is making me a little bit bullish just over here are those higher lows, those easy higher lows on the chart that I want to show you. As you can see, you have one low over here, you have the higher low over here, and you have even one more higher low today. Okay, we made one more higher low. Of course, we dropped, the price dropped pretty heavily over here, but it's still not breaking this low, okay? Because over here we have 29.9, over here we have 30.9, and over here we have 31.9 or 800. But that's pretty much it. I mean, we are making higher low, we are making some sort of a progress, but definitely we're not breaking the previous lows, which is giving me some chances for the Bitcoin to recover and push to the upside in this area. If that doesn't happen, however, so if we break the zone over here, we need to establish, reevaluate the situation, and we're going to do the next video about that, but we don't know the future, so let's wait and see. Okay, also the area where the Bitcoin is between 30 and over here $33,000 approximately, you can see that area, we marked this area a long time ago, even when the Bitcoin was finishing with this resistance over here. You can see resistance becomes support. You can see that it's holding pretty nicely. And one trick that I want to teach you, when you see these long wicks over here, as we discussed many times on this channel over here, those wicks are usually giving you an indication that the bears managed to push the price so long, but they didn't manage to hold the price there. That means that the bulls are having control right now over here, and they're not giving them any sort of a chances to push further for now. Okay, so those wicks are telling you that, and also the higher lows are telling you the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. So for now it's okay. I mean, we crashed, of course, but for now I think we are good to go. We may see more consolidation. Hold, do not panic too much. This is the markets that are doing always cyclical things, especially when it comes to the Elliott theory. You can see that it's playing out perfectly fine, and we are still good to go to the upside, even if we would need to crash further down. Now, if you want some video to do about investing, or where could you allocate your money, which projects should you watch, why should you watch such a projects, why they are good on the long term, if you are over here a little bit patient person, which I recommend you to be, and to watch projects that are going to most probably succeed in the future, because many are going to disappear, like those meme coins that have no use cases and such stuff. Well, let me know in the comment section down below if you would like such a video to tell you where to watch, but of course this is not a financial advice. Now, I want to thank each last one of you for watching our videos, and until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.